African wild dogs are Southern Africa's most endangered large carnivore. The biggest threat to their existence is a human one. Within the Waterberg, we have made their life easy by erecting so many fences. Wild dogs are extremely intelligent and often utilize fences to hunt, and that is not seen as a good thing. The Waterberg is an area where a lot of game is privately owned, and a lot of businesses center around game breeding and the farming of livestock. So while the game lodges might love the idea of their guests getting a rare sighting of these dogs, many landowners don't share that sentiment. Their response at best is to drive dogs off their land, or at worst to shoot or poison them. I've worked in the Waterberg for 8 years, and it took me 3 years to catch a glimpse of these elusive Waterberg ghosts. We have collared 2 packs and tracked their movements and worked together with landowners to safeguard these very special dogs. We have done genetic tests on this population, and they are not related to any other population in South Africa. Clive Walker, founder of the EWT, also showed me a cave painting of these dogs in the Waterberg, proving that they have always occurred here. The EWT compiles a sightings database of these elusive dogs, and there was a very worrying trend. Sightings of these dogs and the size of their packs were dwindling, from an estimated 80 dogs in the late 1990s to just 5 individuals in 2017. Since then, through hard work, intensive monitoring and landowner engagement, they have made a promising recovery, and we now know of at least 24 individuals residing within the Waterberg. We have been tracking this pack for a couple of years now. It consisted of just 2 individuals in 2018. They denned on a property called Kamanandi and successfully raised 5 out of 6 pups in 2018. And then denned on a property called Tabalasodi and had a further 7 pups in 2019. This is wonderful news in terms of the dog's future, but more dogs mean more hunting and more animals getting predated on. We have been trialing a range of initiatives to strike a balance between ensuring the dog's safety and right to roam freely and minimizing the impact on local landowners. While we have had some success, we've reached a point where the financial impact was too great and the safety of this pack was in jeopardy, particularly just before denning season this year. Unfortunately, we lost a further 2 members of this pack over the last month. The first dog we ever collared was killed in a snare last week, and another dog disappeared. While we never advocate the relocation of a naturally occurring pack, we will do it as a last resort. This pack killed over 35 cattle since November last year. Prior to November, they never killed anything but natural prey. Unfortunately, the size of the pack became too large, and the area that they were living in was only about 22,000 hectares, compared to 2 other free-roaming packs in Limpopo, which utilized 90 and 140,000 hectares respectively. They were spending more time out of their core area and ended up eating whatever they could find on small fenced farms, in this case cattle calves. Many landowners started approaching Lidet to remove this pack. This was discussed at the Wild Dog Advisory Group meeting in February this year, and a decision was taken by WAG and Lidet to remove this pack and relocate them to a safe area within the Waterberg. Lastly, and most importantly, to the landowners who gave this pack safe passage for the last 2 years, we have walked a long and sometimes difficult road together. Thank you for your patience and not persecuting this pack. We have hopefully found their forever home at Lapalala. Lapalala Wilderness is fast becoming the flagship reserve within the Waterberg biosphere, and we hope that the addition of this pack will continue that trend. I cannot think of a better place within the Waterberg for this pack to call home, and I'm so pleased that finally we have a reserve big enough and willing to house these dogs, especially as they are Waterberg's own dogs and we need to keep them there. They can now survive and roam free from persecution or human-induced threats. The relocation would not have been possible without the financial assistance of Princess Charlene of Monaco, patron of the Waterberg Wild Dogs, the Elizabeth Wakeman Henderson Charitable Foundation, and a generous donation from Tintswalo Lapalala. Furthermore, I'd like to personally thank our team, Dr. Zoe Glyphus. We have shared many crazy carnivore missions, but this one surely tops them all. Your calm demeanor and in-depth knowledge of wild dog immobilizations allowed us to complete this relocation without any losses. Dr. Andy Fraser, your skills and accuracy darting out of a chopper is unrivaled in my opinion, and to dart 7 dogs in 24 hours from a chopper must be some kind of record. To Timon and Alexi, thanks for your hospitality and assistance during this relocation. Your game capture experience was invaluable, and thanks for documenting this capture for us. To Lambert, your chopper skills are something to witness, and it was a pleasure working with you as always. Lastly, to my wife, thank you for allowing me to pursue my passion and looking after our girls during this difficult time. This pack is safe at last, and we have given them the best chance to raise another litter of pups and increase the size of the Waterberg's population, which was hanging on to survival a mere 3 years ago. To the dogs, we hope that you will stay and find refuge on Lapalala for years to come.